most turnovers, the most first downs, the most touchdowns. It's still the same formulas every week. So, once we stay on our formula and keep doing what we're doing, we'll be okay.
What do you
about that 4th and goal from the 1, that goal line stance? What happened there?
We won. That's it. In that situation, goal line, that's where it's all about bully ball. You know what I'm saying? The big dogs come in and, you fight for that 1 inch. We won that 1 inch.
What was this a statement win for you guys, just for the rest of the year?
That's why I say the battle is won, but the war just begins. The rest of the league seeing how we're playing football together, and they're gonna want a piece of it. So we really just got to stay focused on our game plans, and just keep going to work every week.
Do you feel like you're the
but it is what it is, and the battle is won. So we got to move on to the next one.
You feel like you did what you needed to?
What made you so confident going into this group? I mean, nobody had slowed them down like you guys did tonight going into this game.
Okay, but nobody ain't us. I got confidence in my guys. I got confidence in myself, and that's all we need.
So you believe that they had not faced a team this good on defense? It was the main thing.
No.
DeMarcus, how much of what you said earlier this week was you trying to lead this group into a situation?
How much was I said earlier this week was twisted by you guys and tried to make it into something it wasn't? I mean, it's football, if you capitalize on a team early, you got to step on their throats, like I said, and don't let them back up, and which we did today, and we held them to 10 points. So I'm excited for all my guys. I'm glad that we had this battle to see what a real championship team looks like, and we got to move forward and go on to the next one.
You call this the best defensive performance all year long?
It's too close to. It's really, I can't predict the future. I don't know what's next to come, so I'm not going to call it the best yet. I really don't think that was our final form. We still got to get better.
But would you say you're on an uptick, though, that you're getting better and better?
Oh, absolutely. The offense is clicking, and defense is playing hell of a defense right now.
What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast, man. It was impossible to get on this morning, damn near. Like, oh my God. But we are on. It looks like Facebook went ahead and made those updates that I thought they were going to do. And just like Jason Garrett, West Coast did not adjust as good as he thought he would. I thought I had everything in place, ready to rip and ride, but I guess not, man. So, hey, if you can hear me and I'm sounding good, please let your boy know, man. Please let me know. I know I got some texts, some Facebook live texts out there who will tell me if I'm sounding good, so please let me know how I sound over here, man. Other than that, man, I'm about to take off. It is the Power Hour with your boy West Coast. What's up? I got my boy Fred from, actually, that's my cousin, man. I got my cousin on here from Star Status. What's up with you, man? One of the premier clubs in the Southern California area. To be honest with you, in the whole world, Craig. But, yo, let me know how I sound. If I sound good, please give me a share. It only simply lets West Coast know that you care. Let's get this thing popping. You got 31 people on here. Let me see what I got on the YouTube. Looks like we got about 3-4 people over there watching YouTube. So let's get into what we came to talk about. It is the Power Hour with your boy West Coast. I appreciate everybody who has been patiently waiting. This is going to probably be our next time that we get it popping on. But, yo, man, this game, this past week, it feels like it was forever ago. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, it literally feels like we played, it feels like we haven't played in forever. It almost feels like we had a bye week. And it's simply because the game was on Thursday and we put out so much energy getting that dub that it just feels like, man, it felt like a straight bye week. Like, it felt like we played so long ago. But over this bye week, man, I wouldn't be West Coast, man. I think I'm going to start calling this show the good, the bad, and the ugly, because so oftenly we get caught up in victories that we really don't look at how the game happened, what happened in the game, why this didn't happen, why that didn't happen. And this morning, I think we're going to call this show the good, the bad, and the ugly. Simply because, I'm going to be honest with you, there was some good in this game. There was a lot of good. I ain't going to lie, there was a lot of good. Defense did their thing. But at the same time, man, there was some ugly in this game, man. There was definitely some ugly in this game. And started with the O-line, man. I know a lot of us are really in our good feelings and stuff like that. We're under the impression that the O-line is getting better. To a degree, I believe that the O-line is getting better. But I'm going to be honest with you, we still have a whole lot of improvement. And to be honest with you, I don't think that the improvement on our offensive line is going to necessarily happen in the season. Because we pretty much already, you know, we fired a coach, we hired a coach, we switched out Connor Williams, put another guy in there. Tyron Smith went down, put another guy in there. And with all the changes that we made this past week, the Dallas Cowboys still gave up 7 sacks. Now, I know people are going to jump on the bandwagon and say, hey, but you got to remember, you know, we didn't have Tyron Smith in there and Cam Fleming had to play and, you know, da-da-da-da-da and bing-ba-boom-de-bam. But I'll be honest with you, yo. Cam Fleming, Tyron Smith's backup, actually played fairly decent. The guy that we're going to kind of look at here first, and before I even get into that, let me say somewhat to the scouts real quick. Good morning, Miss Gigi. How you doing? What's up with you, OG Bobby Johnson? What's up with you, Ron Johnson? What's up with you, Stash Man? What's up with you, Scout Clay? Scout Carey? Scout Carey, I hope you got your autograph helmet in the mail. Marcus, what's up with you? Scout Christian, how you doing this morning? We got Fred, Bill, Jesse, Isaac, Scout Carey. Good morning. How you doing this morning? What up with you guys? Remember, if you guys have some questions, all my scouts out there, if you guys have questions, put that hashtag scout and ask your question. I promise you I will get to it. Before we really delve up into this, though, switch to Clay. Said he switched to Facebook. Bobby said okay, so everybody that's on Facebook, make sure you guys go onto the YouTube and click on Dallas Cowboys Scouting. Hit a subscribe because I'm going to tell you guys, I already know, but starting probably next week or the beginning of this week, I'm probably just going to be on YouTube, man, because Facebook is making a whole lot of hoops and boops you got to jump in just to get information on. Like, this is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys go to Dallas. Make sure you guys go to YouTube and look up Dallas Cowboys Scouting. But hey, since I done already paid my bills, let's just get into the. Y'all want to do the good, the bad, or the ugly? Which y'all want first? Which y'all want? Y'all want the good, the bad, or the ugly? Which one y'all want first? The good, the bad, or the ugly? What happened to T. Will? I don't know what the hell's up with T. Will. I don't even know where he at right now. Mike Zapp, what up with your man? All right, so I got it. All right, so let's start off with the ugly then. There's probably about to be another position change or another switch on the offensive line. And the reason I'm saying this is, and I'm going to be honest with you, I got to apologize myself because the first game where Xavier played, I ain't going to lie, it had your boy West Coast gassed in a mug. Like, I thought this dude, oh my God, I thought he was just everything. And I remember my boy Boss Cowboy, I remember he said, West Coast, I got a couple friends, man. They Houston fans. They said this man is garbage. That's what he told me live on air. If y'all watch the show, y'all remember it. Well, West Coast, I said, well, god dang, Boss Cowboy. How bad can he really be? Then he played in that first game, and he looked all right. You know what I'm saying? He looked all right. But then he played in that second game last week, and he looked kind of ooey-ooey. But I'm going to be honest with you, y'all. This third game versus the Saints, Xavier Sulafule got killed. I'm going to just be real with you. If it wasn't for the Dallas Cowboys committing a tight end and honestly Cam Fleming just compensating a little bit more on that other side, I think the outcome of this day would have been totally different. Why? Because I'm going to start with the fact that the plays that I'm going to show you guys this morning, my boy Voch Lombardi, if you guys love every single play, he has every single play detailed on his YouTube. Go over there. You guys know I'm a big supporter of anybody that's putting out good information. I don't give a dang who they are. My boy Voch did a really good film session on Xavier and Cam Fleming. And I like Voch because he's really you can tell he got offensive lineman at heart. But when he was talking about these guys right here, it was hard to say anything positive. So let's just start at this first sack, man. And actually, I apologize. This is actually the second sack, but let me put that up there. Okay, let me see. Is this the first one? All right, actually, that's the same play. So what I'll do is I gotta load that up in there. I apologize for that. So yeah, my question to you guys is it time for Connor Williams to get a starting job back? And to be honest with you, in my opinion, I believe it is. I believe it is. Part of the reason I believe it is because on Thursday, Xavier Sulafule, his first sack. I'll show you a soup. For whatever reason it didn't load, but this is the one that loaded. I'll load the second one up in a minute. But this is the second sack that he gave up. This is the second sack. Both sacks that I want you guys to be I want you guys to understand that both of the sacks that he did have, both of them came on third downs, which in my opinion is absolutely unacceptable. Xavier Sulafule literally gave up 2 sacks on third down. Now, I'm going to upload this third one. Let me put it in here because I need y'all to see this first one first. You got to see the first one before I can talk to you about the second one first. All right, there it goes. So here go. This is the first sack right here. So you should have got the load up right now. Take me a couple minutes. Y'all know I'm from Rialto. I'm black and blue. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, what up with you, B. Jeezy? What up with you, Mike Luna? What up with you, Dennis? What's up with you, Clay? What's up with you? What up? I got Sin City Cowboy up in the house. What up with you, man? So, yeah, this is the first clip. This is inside the goal line. Now, you guys know I'm not going to say I'm a pretty big critic of of Dak Prescott. I'm a critic of the quarterback position in general. Like, if you're going to be the leader of my team, I'm going to critique you. I'm going to see if you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. Why? I'm the leader of my family, the tax man, and everybody else make sure I'm doing my job, so why can't I make sure he doing his job? So I'm going to be honest with you guys. On some of these sacks, there were 7 total sacks. Yes, the Dallas Cowboys gave up 7 sacks on Thursday. 2 of these sacks, actually 3 of the sacks, Xavier Sulafule is directly responsible for. 2 of them got credit to him, and in the third one, I gotta look and see who they actually gave it to. But if you really look at his protection plan on it, it was on Xavier. Let's look at this first sack now. If you guys remember, this is the first drive, man. This is our first drive into the red zone. 3rd down and 5. Dak Prescott's in shotgun formation. Xavier knows the protection. They got 5 men on the line. They're only rushing 4. 4 guys being rushed, right? Now, as you're going to see, Xavier Sulafule is playing right beside Cam Fleming on this play. Well, he plays beside him all game. But as you can see, he gets totally destroyed. 93 literally bull rushes him in when Dak and the thing that kind of irritates me most about this play is this is one of the few plays where Dak actually does what you want him to do as a quarterback, and that is step up in the pocket. And as you can see, Xavier just literally he blocks him, and then he just releases him. And when he releases him, he literally releases him straight into Dak Prescott. Now, I know a lot of people are I'm going to be honest, we're actually going to talk about Dak Prescott holding the ball. But on this play right here, this isn't on Dak. I'm sorry. This sack right here, this isn't on Dak. Like, look where he sets him. And he sets him, the defensive tackle literally sets Xavier to the opposite side, literally just to set him up. And as he sets him up, guess what happens? He pulls him right into the sack. Pulls him right into the sack. Now, my thing on this is Xavier, and then the reason that kind of frightens me with this is you're gonna see this play again on the very next play. Literally on the very next drive, Xavier's gonna do the exact same thing. The only difference is this time he just releases him, doesn't even touch him. Like he literally he blocks him and he just dives at him. So I'm gonna let y'all see this next play, and we're actually gonna talk about for all you people, all my scouts in the comment. I love you guys to come back with me. You guys, a lot of you guys are saying Dak got to throw the ball away and things like that, but that's not on this play. He has to allow the routes to develop first before he can throw the ball. So it's not about just because he's on the goal line, he has to throw the ball fast. That's not what this play is designed. If you can see, there's nowhere for him to throw the ball. There is nowhere for him to throw the ball. And Dak Prescott hadn't even completed his drop back. Like, the goal of everybody on the offensive line pretty much holds their block except for Xavier. Now, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. You guys know how I was about Connor Williams. And this is something that I do know for a fact. Connor Williams' biggest problem is strength. That's it. If you try to hit Connor Williams with a finesse move or something, he's pretty much can handle that. He can handle that. Connor Williams' biggest issue is setting his feet and adjusting the power. On this next play, you guys are gonna see with Xavier Sulafule, this has nothing to do with power. Absolutely nothing to do with power. Let me show y'all. Let me get to it. All right. Now this is the second play. This is the second play. This is the second play. And I'm going to keep it real with you guys. As much as you guys may, feel about it, be expecting Connor Williams to be starting. I actually think that Connor Williams is probably going to start the next game. If he doesn't, if Xavier has one moment in the first half, I can almost guarantee you that they're going to put Connor Williams back in. And to be honest with you, I don't know why they didn't put Connor Williams back in this game. Like, if you see, and then think about this, these sacks came on back-to-back drives on third down. Look at this play right here. Like, literally, he just touches him and he just dives at him. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Now, the reason why I believe that they should go back to Connor Williams is because Connor Williams is a freaking rookie. So if I see a rookie doing this, I'm like, okay, we can teach something. A 5-year vet? Nah, bruh. A 5-year vet? Nah, bruh. I'm sorry, man. A 5-year vet can't be doing this and being on my offensive line. You can't do that. Like, you just can't do that. I'm okay to live through what Connor Williams is doing, but this, you can't do this. And then think about this. For everybody saying, yeah, but he's helped Zeke. Zeke only had 77 yards in this game. So it didn't help Zeke. And it did not help Dak Prescott in this game, too. I know that the Dallas Cowboys as a whole, the offensive line as a whole has to get better. But my thing is this. You can't have a 5-year vet doing this. Like, you cannot have a 5-year vet doing this. This is clear open shots on your quarterback. Like, watch this play again. I don't even talk. I just want you to see it. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, he just, and then think about this. That wasn't even really a bull rush. All he did is hand plays, and then Xavier dives at him. Like, what the heck was that, bruh? You know what I mean? It's like, and people say there's no difference. Well, there is a difference. Because you got to see it like this. If my 2-year-old wets his, if my baby piss on himself, if he boo-boo on himself, guess what? I'm going to be like, well, we still working with him. But if my 4-year-old, my 5-year-old who's going to preschool every day, if he pee on himself, we got a problem. We got a problem. I'm sorry. We have a problem. And also, think of this. My last thing on before I get on Xavier is also this, man. When you have a diminished line, and you know that you're going to have 3 backups playing on that third line, they either got to play together or they got to play consistent. And my opinion, Xavier Sulafile in this game, I just don't think. I think Dak Prescott probably lost a lot of faith in him. And if you also remember, look, if you watch this game, most of our plays are going to go the opposite way because of this. This happened in the first half. And what you're going to notice in that Saints game is because of these 2 plays, it totally changes the way we run our offense. Why? Because we're going to be going the opposite way now. We're totally going the opposite way. So let me get some comments real quick. Hey, make sure you guys give me a share. Remember, 1 share simply lets West Coast know that you care. Let me know, do you guys think it's time to go back to Connor Williams, or do you guys want to give Xavier Sulafule another opportunity? Hey, Scotty15, I appreciate you over there subscribing on YouTube. Clay says, what up, Scout on the morning? Clay says, we hear you loud and clear. And Daniel Cardina says, what's up? Dwayne said it is no time to go back to Connor Williams. Well, my thing is this, man. Show me some film on why you can't, because Xavier Sulafule has now given up 3.5 sacks in 2 games. So, I mean, and I ain't never seen that from Connor Williams. That's just my opinion. I've never seen that from Connor Williams. I've seen Connor Williams get beat on straight bull rushes by all pros like KK Short or an All-Pro like like Clowney or guys like that, but by a regular guy, I haven't seen that. Geno Atkins put him on his butt too, but I haven't seen a regular guy do this to Connor Williams. Like, I haven't seen a regular guy go do this to Connor Williams. I haven't. And guess what? You guys got to remember, I was the biggest proponent of saying that, hey, maybe we need to do a switch on Connor Williams, but I'm going to be honest with you, this guy is playing worse than Connor Williams. Straight up. So do not be surprised if you guys see a switch from Xavier Sullivan, especially when Tyron Smith come back in. I think what the Dallas Cowboys are probably going to do is, I think they're going to probably give Xavier one more game, at least a half, at least with Tyron Smith to see if it improves. And if it doesn't, I think they're going to put Connor Williams back in. That's what I honestly think. I think they're gonna end up putting Connor Williams back in the game. So don't be. I'm hoping that everything in life goes well. So there's not really that opportunity to do it. But if there is an opportunity, I have no problem with the Dallas Cowboys making a switch. I have no problem because I'm gonna tell you, with Connor Williams, weight is a problem because he gets moved. But with Xavier Sulafule, weight is the same problem because since he's so big, these smaller guys are killing him. They're killing him. Like, they're killing him. And this is on third down. This is on your money down when you, as a team, must convert to stay on the field. He's getting killed. Look at some comments real quick. Hey, shout out to everybody that's on the feed, man. Remember, my shows are not meant for us to agree. That's just what it is. My shows are not meant for us to disagree. My shows are just to present the truth, and then guess what? You come up with your own opinion, man. Like, I'm tired of folks telling me, honestly, don't believe my opinion. Watch the film, come up with your own opinion. You know what I'm saying? I got a question. My boy Scott says, who is responsible for the other 4 sacks? For the other 4 sacks, your boy Dak got, I'm gonna be honest with you. They hit Zach with one, they hit Looney with one, and the 2 sacks, I'm going to be honest with you, the only person I could really say that was responsible was Dak Prescott. There are 2 sacks that he is responsible for. There are 2 sacks that he's responsible for because, brother, when you retreat, you got to retreat forward. I know it's something kind of crazy to see because usually when you retreat, you go in the opposite way. But, Dak, when you retreat, you got to retreat forward. But the thing that kind of upsets me about these sacks with Xavier Sulafule is, for the most part, Dak is doing his job. Like, there aren't many times where everybody on the field does their job. You know what I'm saying? And there's these rare times where Dak Prescott does his job and they're still not getting. But I mean, something like this, what are you supposed to say? Like, you have a defensive tackle running free at your quarterback. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna fall down every time. That's what he's supposed to do. Why? Because if he doesn't, guess what happens? You might sack. Hold up, my laptop about to die. Let me put a charge on my battery. Forgot to plug it in. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right, there we go. We got some. All right, so we good now. We rolling now. Sorry about that, though. Todd says he's lugging. It's all about his technique, not size. All right, well, that's what's up, man. And Harmon says, in Connor's defense, Connor did well against Fletcher Cox last time we played the Seagulls. Actually, that was Xavier Sulafule that played against Fletcher Cox. That was actually Xavier. That was probably the best game. That was the first game he started for us. So that's actually what I'm thinking too. Is this week, the game that kind of put Xavier on the map. Well, guess what? He's gonna get another shot at him. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, it's not fair to say that Xavier Sulafule is going to be able to handle Fletcher Cox. Like, that's not fair. Like, to be honest with you, I don't think anybody can handle Fletcher Cox except for maybe another all-pro something. You know what I'm saying? Offensive lineman, offensive tackle, offensive guard. He's all-pro. Fletcher Cox is that real deal. But I'm going to be honest with you. The game where it all started, with this thought of Xavier could be the replacement, he's going to have another shot at it. So it's going to be very nice to see this tape that we're going to have on Xavier. Why? Because he did really good against them against the Philly game. They didn't have no scouting report on him. Didn't probably even know he was playing until an hour before the game. So, let's see what happens you know, now the Eagles have film on him and Fletcher Cox knows he's going. Let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not expecting Xavier to win against Connor Williams. I'm not expecting Connor Williams to win against Fletcher Cox. He's an all-pro. But what I am expecting is to not see this. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna honestly at this point of the game, I would rather you hold someone than to let your quarterback get hit like that. Like there should never be a time in life when Dak Prescott should be getting hit like that. Like those are the type of hits you go down on the wrong arm and don't get up. You know what I'm saying? So Cowboys offensive line, quarterback got to stay upright. And I'm gonna be honest with you, trip somebody if you have to, but you can't let your quarterback get hit like this. And we got 5 games left until we go into the playoffs. Can't happen. These type of hits will change your career. I mean, will change your season. So that's kind of like my thought on Xavier. We got some comments up in here. Let me go back to this screen. Margie says, love my boys. I love my boys too. What's up? Got more scouts over here on YouTube. How is Austin doing? Any injury update? I have no updates on anyone that's injured right now. Today is Monday, and it's about 12:30 in Dallas right now. So they will be doing any injury updates or anything will probably be after lunch because that's when they let the media in. To be honest with you, the media should be going in about 30, 40 minutes. So you'll start getting updates and stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if Tavon Austin played. I'm really curious to see, you know, what type of dynamics the Dallas Cowboys are going to bring. So that's actually a great question, Scotty. But I don't have any update on Tavon Austin right now. So I want to make sure that when we do get an update on that I get that out to you guys. But hey, man, I've been saving this as a secret. You guys already know my boy Stash, man. He is one of the corporate sponsors here at Dallas Cowboys Scouting. He is a corporate. My bad. He's a corporate sponsor here at Dallas Cowboys Scouting, and we appreciate him. Hey, man, we're doing an awesome thing this weekend. Where we are going to be burying the Philadelphia Eagles season, and we're going to be doing it brought to you by Cowboy Experience out at Lava Cantina. We got everything set up. If you guys haven't seen the dope video that we put together with the Eagles fans is crying, this is absolutely hilarious. Make sure you go on and see that. But shout out to my boy Stash, man. We're gonna be this weekend, this Saturday. Make sure you guys come out to Lava Cantina because we're gonna be having an excellent time, man. And we will be burying the Eagles season. And guess what? West Coast will be in the building. So come on out. It's gonna be absolutely fun. But yeah, I haven't heard. The media haven't put out anything as far as Tavon Austin yet. So I will, as soon as I get an update on that, I'll let you guys know. But I know he's been dancing a whole lot on the sidelines. He be dancing. He be doing that. He doing all that stuff on the sidelines. So I'm just saying it's kind of hard to be injured and move the way he be moving on the sidelines. That's all I'm saying. So if he injured, he ain't that hurt because when you like go watch your TV and watch when after Zeke scores that touchdown and watch on the Tavon Austin over there dancing. So I'm just saying, like, if he hurt, it ain't his legs that's hurt because his legs look totally fine to me. But I mean, are the Cowboys saving him? I don't know. I'm really encouraged to see what the Cowboys are going to do with him, though. I'm really encouraged because imagine Amari Cooper and Tavon Austin out there with Michael Gallup with his development, and Michael Gallup is just lightweight. Like he's just lightweight nasty. Like he lightweight nasty, man. Michael Jeezy is lightweight nasty. Like he's making plays out there. So shout out to Mike Jeezy, man. Dwayne says Redskins will play terrible on Monday night. I hope not. Like y'all got y'all math wrong. Like we need Washington to beat the Eagles. Like I don't want no mistake. We are rooting for Washington tonight. You are not rooting for the Eagles at all. We are rooting for Washington. All right? So make sure we get our focus on there. Matter of fact, let's take a look at the NFC East. This is a break from what we were talking about already. We're going to come back to the Saints game. But to be honest with you, I didn't want to make this all about the Saints game because I have a bunch of stuff. I got a bunch of stuff going through my mind right now. So I just threw it all in one big show. And we're going to talk about it all. So let's talk about the Philadelphia Eagles remaining, 5 games. They got the Redskins. They got us. They got the Rams. They got the Eagles. I mean, they got the Texans. And they got Washington. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. They have a murder of a schedule. And if you look at it, they basically have all potential playoff teams. Like, for the remaining 5 games of the Eagles season, they have 5 potential playoff teams that they have to play. They got to play the Redskins, who are potentially a playoff team. They got to play us, who are potentially a playoff team. They got to play the Rams, who are number 1 in their division. We got to play the Titans, who we know are going to the playoffs because they just all of a sudden came down to Titans with the Texans. They played us and haven't turned back since. And then they play the Redskins again. So looking at the Philadelphia Eagles schedule, I mean, right now, what they got 6 losses. They get 1 more loss tonight, especially a divisional loss. That puts them at 7. They're pretty much done. You know, they come play us. We put them at 8 losses. I mean, theoretically, I mean, you know how teams are against their division. I don't think they're going to shut it down, but I think if this was anything else, they lose this game and next week, I would think they playing for draft picks. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at their schedule, looking at their scare, man, what wins do you even see them getting on here? Like, I don't see them getting no wins on here. Like, at best, I see them getting maybe 1 win. 1? Like 1? So if y'all worrying about the rest of these, I'm just showing y'all this is what the division looks like. You know what I'm saying? This is what your Eagles got to face. This is what the Eagles got to face. I see 1 win on this. And that's possibly splitting with Washington. But other than that, yeah, man, all this stuff about the Eagles possibly tying us and doing all this other crap, how? I don't see it. I do not see it. I don't see how they're going to win, all these games. I don't see it. Especially having to play us, playing the Rams in L.A., playing Texans. Yeah, they going to catch at least. They're going to catch at least 1 more loss. All right. So let's look at who y'all want to look at? Washington, because I got a lot of people asking me about like the division, the East and what it looked like. Let's go over here to Washington. Let's see if I can find Washington's schedule. So yeah, I don't see Philadelphia making any noise. Hello. Sorry about that. All right, so this is Washington's final. This is Washington right here. Now, as you guys can see, Washington, their last final games. You guys should have sound. I'm seeing sound on my screen. Can you guys hear it? Because I hear it. I see myself talking to the sound. Do you guys hear it? You hear it? You hear it? You hear it? All right, there we go. All right, yeah. So this is Washington's last 5 games. They got the Redskins. They got the Giants. They got the Jaguars. They got Tennessee. And then they got them funky Eagles. What y'all think about them? What y'all got? So we got the Eagles going 2-3. What y'all got? What y'all think? What y'all think of this right here? What y'all think? Like, to be honest with you, I would love for them to tie tonight because a tie would screw both of them. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you can only pray for a tie so many times and God don't answer it. So, I don't know. Maybe you're not in the tying business no more. But looking at Washington's schedule, I think Washington will probably win tonight. I'll be hoping they win tonight. Then they got the Giants next week. I don't know about the Giants. For whatever reason, the Giants went into full tank mode, and all of a sudden they want to win games. Like, you guys are 8-8 at best. You're gonna be 8-8 at best. Like, the Giants are just so dumb. Like in the middle of them tanking, they said, you know what? We could probably win this thing. No, you can't. You can't. You can't win this thing because our schedule is too favorable. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at the Giants. So you got the Redskins, you got Giants and Redskins next week. Then they got the Redskins got the Jags. Now, in my opinion, I know the Jags have kind of been bummish all year, but they did hold Andrew Luck to 0 points yesterday. And you got to think of this also. November 16th will be their last game in Jacksonville for the 2018 season, because then they will go on the road to the Colts and I think Miami then the Colts. So they have 2 road games to end their season. Now, y'all already know Jerry Jones loves his season ticket holders, just like every other owner in the NFL. Why? Because they pay them bills. So guess what? That last home game in front of their home fans is going to be very, very important for the Jags. So do not just automatically give the Washington Redskins a win for that, because in your final home game, you're thinking about the tickets you need to sell next year. Because remember, season ticket holders buy their tickets in the offseason. They don't buy them when the season starts. They buy their tickets in the offseason. So I can almost guarantee you that the Jacksonville Jaguars, they may not play for anything, but I have a feeling in that final home game, they're going to try to put up at least a good showing for the fans, which, in my opinion, will and should net a loss for the Washington Redskins. All right. Scotty over on YouTube says we sitting pretty good, and all the Cowboys fans should be excited, peaking at the right time. Stashmans, I told you about Gallup. Yeah, you told me Gallup was going to have 129 yards and 2 touchdowns. Slap yourself. You know I still love you, Stashman, but I remember that conversation. So, that's YouTube. Let me see what we got on Facebook. So, Facebook, Wendy says Washington had an easier schedule, and then Eagles, they needed to lose tonight. Yeah. Jacob says, but we're still good even if they win. Yeah, we still good because you got to think of their schedules, man. Like, I just showed you guys their schedules. Like, their schedules are ridiculous. Like, and Philadelphia has that schedule. Why? Because they're the division leader. Same thing we did last year. Whenever you're a divisional leader, you are going to get the tougher of the 4 schedules because you're going to have to play all those division games typically on the road. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the Eagles' schedule is harder than ours. You know what I'm saying? The same reason why our schedule was hard last year. Because when you win the division, you get a harder schedule the next year. You get the harder schedule of the 4 teams. And you get, you know what I mean? So, And Kerry says, Eagles beat Washington tonight. We bury them next week. I like it. You know I love it. You know I absolutely love it. And my thing is this. If Eagles lose tonight, they should not be putting Carson Wentz in any type of position to get himself binged up anymore because, bruh, it's over. Like, it's over. It's over. Like, what? Like if I was an Eagles fan, like, why would you, like, I would be mad at my organization if you're still going to put out Carson Wentz out there and you know you're basically playing for meaningless games. Like, that makes no sense. Coming off of an injury, yeah, you may want to see him play, but what if he gets hurt? So, in my opinion, I think if they lose this game, and depending on how we play them, I think you're going to see a kind of not necessarily a full recall of Carson Wentz, but I just think a lot of those plays that they would typically do, they're not going to do. Why? Because why put himself in harm's danger? And then to be honest with you, their line is not good. I know we have given up 45 sacks, which is number 1 in the NFL right now, but their line is not good. You know what I'm saying? So why even put him in that position? So it's not looking good. I don't think it's looking good for neither team. So that's Washington right there. What do you guys see Washington doing for the rest? What do you guys see? What do you guys see Washington doing? I'm gonna read off mine. What I see Redskins and Eagles. I'm gonna give Redskins that dub. Keep it real. Giants and Redskins. I'm probably gonna get the Redskins that dub again. Redskins at Jag. I'm actually thinking they're probably gonna lose that one. I have this small schmidget that they may lose that one. Redskins at Titans. I don't know. If I had to say, I'd probably say that the Redskins will pull that one out. And then the Redskins at Eagles. I'm thinking they're going to split one of those games. It's just a matter of which one it is. If they beat them this first game, then I'm thinking that they may get them. I don't think the Eagles are going to. I don't think the Redskins are going to sweep the Eagles. So I think they're going to get one of the games. So basically, I see them going 2-3. That's kind of my thought on where I think they're going to be. I see them going 2-3 this year. I mean, for the remaining 5 games. So let's go to the last one before we get up out of here. Well, the Giants. Do we really got to look at the Giants because they're like 4-8. Like, do we need to look at them? I don't think so. Nah. Let's not look at them. Bubba says, so why would you want us battling Redskins all the way to the end? I don't understand. That's putting more pressure on us. Not necessarily though. Not necessarily, because you gotta look at the wins and the losses in the comment box. If we end up with the same record as them, we're still gonna have the push over them because we won more divisional games. So I mean, I'm not really caring about Washington, and you got to see it like this. Worst case scenario, if they do, we'll end up having to play Washington at home in the playoffs. Who wouldn't want to play Washington at home in the playoffs? At our house. At our house. So it's like, even if Washington does make the playoffs, there's like a better chance of them playing us than anybody else. Why? Because we'll be the division, and then they're battling for the 6th place. Well, the 6th place is going to come to us. So you're looking at a Dallas Cowboys versus Washington Redskins Week 1 playoff game. I'll take that. I'll take it. So either way, I mean, either way, it doesn't hurt you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What up with you, Chris Payne? A hard hitter star 214. Brian says Redskins lose to Giants. Okay. Jacob says they lose at the Jags because the reason why I believe they're going to lose at the Jags is simply because the Jags defense is playing well. Their offense is not playing well at all. But to be honest with you, like the Jacksonville Jaguars of this year, lightweight reminded me of the Dallas Cowboys. Like, I'm not trying to make nobody go jump off a bridge or jump off my face or anything, but I'm gonna be honest with you, the Jacksonville Jaguars remind me of the Dallas Cowboys. Like, their defense is ridiculous, and their defense is playing very good right now. They're playing very good right now. So they have really good defense. They have suspect offense and a pretty stout running back. Quarterback play, about the same. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, anything that the Jacksonville Jaguars do is going to be based on what their defense starts off. And do I believe that the Jacksonville Jaguars can shut the Redskins down at home in their final home game? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do believe that. Why? Because one thing the Hot Boys have not done, we ain't shut nobody out. And in the NFL, that's pretty amazing. Yeah, and remember, we're not talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars offense. We're talking about their defense. Go look at their defense over the last 4 games. So, but hey, like I said, yo, this is just a hope, but that's what I see. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking at the Washington, because I'm going to be honest with you, if the Jacksonville Jaguars don't beat them, that means the Washington Redskins are going to go 4-1 for the rest of the season. What is that? 1, 2, 3. That's damn near 4-1. So if they don't lose to the Jags, where do you see them getting losses at? Where do you guys see them getting losses at? And if you look at their defense, I'm sorry, I gotta take their defense in that game. But hey, yo, remember, make sure you guys remember this, because when the game come back, if I was wrong, you can always come back and say West Coast. I told you so. What up? I got my OG Scott. I got the Bishop on here. What up with you, Bishop? I hope you got your beanie. Your beanie should be in the mail. You won that the other day, so I appreciate you, brother, for going over there to the YouTube. Hey, shout out to everybody on YouTube. Speed. Stashman says, if we finish as a division champs, then we get at least 1 home game in the playoffs. Absolutely right. It's just a matter of who it will be against. But yeah, you're absolutely right. And I'm going to be honest with you. My wife don't know, but I'm going to be at that game too. Don't nobody tell her. Please, don't nobody tell her. But I'm going to be at that game too. So those are, I don't want to look at the Giants. I didn't even put the Giants on here. We can look at the Giants if y'all really want to, but I don't think it really matters, man. I just, the Giants are so dumb. Like, in the middle of tanking, they said, hey, we're not going to tank no more. We think we can win this division. Are you serious? Are you really serious? Like, they crazy. But hey, so that's the division in a nutshell right now. That's where that's the division in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Remember, for this week, I'm going to be doing another competition. This week is going to be for a Dallas Cowboy hat. Go over. I got 76 people on the YouTube. All you got to do is go over to YouTube right now and then hit the subscribe button. As long as you hit the subscribe button, it's going to let me know you are going to be entered into winning. Last week, I gave away a beanie. This week, I'm going to give away a Dallas Cowboys snapback hat. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give away a Dallas Cowboys snapback hat. I would run and go get it, but I've already done one ghetto thing this show, and I try to keep it as, you'd only have one ghetto moment in the show. You know what I'm saying? So that was, when I took off and ran a couple minutes ago, that was my one. So, you guys want to see the hat? I'll go get the hat. Oh, God. Here I come to save the day. I'm going to give away this Zeke hat. I got 3 more of these Zeke hats left. So I'm going to give this Zeke hat away. All you got to do is go to YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Once you hit it, I will put your name in the bucket and we'll draw your name out. You'll win it just like Douglas did and we'll send it home to you. So So that's the division in a nutshell, right? That's what you guys are looking at the division. If you guys are wondering where we stand, how we stand, who needs to win, who don't need to win, that's what you guys are looking at right there. The only really teams I'm really looking at right now. Catherine says, can we unsubscribe and resubscribe? That don't work that way, but I will have another competition. I'll try to have another competition for some people who have already subscribed because I don't want to forget y'all either. So, hey, let's get on to the next subject before we get up out of here, man. Hey, so everybody knows that, well, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you guys. Dak Prescott has improved. There is points of his game where he has improved in. As far as his seeing down the field and his ability to get the ball to wide receivers. There has been some things that he has improved in. So I want to put that out there first, right? Like his ability to just see things and get out the pocket and move around and things like that, he has gotten better at that. Or there's been some progression in it. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. Something that is still the same old Dak Prescott is Dak just holding on the ball. I'm going to just let y'all see the play, man. This is the fourth. This is not the fourth. This is the fumble. I forget what down it was. I apologize, but this is the fumble that the Saints caused, and we ended up giving the ball back to Drew Brees. If you know the down and distance on there, please put it in the comment box. I'll give you a shout out or something. But this is the fumble. Now, I wanted you guys to see this. Now we know that there was a hold. We know that there was a hold on this play, right? But to Collins' defense. Sorry about that. Woo, sorry about that. Got a little sneezy in me. To Collins' defense. And that's Lyle Collins, number 71. This sack, the hold call was, he did do the hold call, but realistically, man, Dak Prescott got to get the ball out, man. You got to get the ball out faster, bro. If you guys see, the tight end is going to do a quick, kind of like a cross route. And when he does it so perfectly that he gets right behind the linebacker and right in front of the safety. So he literally splits both of them. Now, you got to remember, Dak Prescott does not have to see the wide receiver, tight end, fullback, running back in order to throw the ball. He does not have to. You want to know why? Because there's this thing called a playbook. In the playbook, it has the plays written down. He knows the playbook. So he doesn't have to see the wide receiver, running back, tight end, make his break or cut. You want to know why? Because he sees him. Not even sees him, because he knows the play. I apologize. Because he knows the play. Now, this is supposed to be a two-step drop. Dak Prescott is supposed to take 2 steps back, and on that back leg, let the ball go. Now, as you can see, the tight end is so small. I think that is, who is that? That's Jarwin, number 89. If you see him, he is actually going to get across. And let me say this real quick, too. The reason why Collins got the penalty, because if you look at, I just want you to look at Collins and look at Dak Prescott. The reason why Collins gets this penalty is because Dak holds the ball too long. Because Collins is actually, and I'm going to be honest with you, Collins is losing on this play. He's losing on this play. Like, in the beginning of the play, the defensive end beat him. But he wins long enough for the tight end to get across. And that's all you really need. That's all you really need. And then also look at the referee. Look when the ref. I'm gonna move this so y'all can see it. I'm gonna move this so y'all can see it. I'm gonna move this. All right, there. I moved the cursor bar down so you guys can see it. Look when the referee throws the flag. Look at the referee. Look at the referee. You see what I mean? Like, there was still ample enough time for Dak Prescott to get the ball out. And your tight end, man, he does such a good job of just getting across, man. My YouTube channel is Dallas Cowboys Scouting. Like, this one's not, like, this is one of those I said, this is on Dak, man. Like, Collins is, like, he has no choice, but it's like, what do you expect Collins to do? Just let your quarterback get blasted? So, like, on this film right here, I know Collins tells him, like, well, I mean, what do you want me to do? Let him get hit? Because if he lets him get hit, then you guys are saying, well, Collins got him blew up. Well, no, he didn't. He had no choice. Like, he literally did not have a choice. Look what Dak does. Dak, instead of throwing the ball, he slides to the left. Throw the ball. You see what I mean, guys? All right, let me get over here to YouTube. Jay, what up with you, man? Jay said, Jay in the building. That's my slogan, man. But you in the building, you harder. I see you, man. Greg says, and I get it. Jay says, why are we throwing the ball inside the 10-yard line? That is a great point, Jay. We're going to save that for another show, though. Looks like Collins and got it. But yeah, man, I want you guys to just I want you to really just soak this in, man. Let's look at it one more time, man. Like, look at Blake Jarwin. Look at Dak, and if you can, look at the ref. Just look at that triangle. Blake Jarwin says, throw the ball. Now, you got to remember, he's sliding this way. So all Dak really got to do is throw the ball and let Jarwin go get it. Because if you guys see at the top of the screen, the whole left side of the end zone is wide open. So even if he doesn't catch it in the end zone, it's only Jarwin and the linebacker. So Jarwin has to make one move or power his way into the end zone. But either way, this should be a touchdown. Because look at you see the full, and another thing, you also know that they're in zone because look what the linebacker did. You see the linebacker didn't go past the hash mark. The linebacker does not go to the hash mark. So, I know we just talked for like 20 minutes on the offensive line not doing, but yo, this is a time like, yo, bro, you got to do what the play says, man. Throw the ball away. Not even throw the ball away, throw a touchdown. Don't you want a touchdown? It's like Happy Gilmore when he's looking at the little golf ball. Go in the hole. Don't you want to go in the hole? That's your home. You know what I'm saying? So this is a sack fumble, man, and then also, yeah, man, Dak, when you feel that pressure, man, you think you're going down, put the ball away, man. Put that ball away. But yeah, I don't put this one on. I don't put this one on Collins. The defensive end got a hell of a jump on him. Collins was actually losing from height because as you look at it, the defensive end just gets on him quick. Like look at 94. Look how fast 94 gets on Collins. And actually, Tony, it does matter because the hold was called after Jarwin was already open. I need y'all to really watch the film, man. We talked about that. The hold does matter because the hold came after Jarwin was already open in the end zone. Dak has to throw the ball. The reason why Collins held is because I'm thinking Collins in his mind is thinking, yo, I don't want to let my quarterback get destroyed. Like, watch it on this play right here. Throw the ball. Like, he has to throw the ball. And then another thing, you guys got to remember, Dak Prescott knows the play. So if you see that the linebacker's not moving and you know that the play is designed to go behind him, throw the ball, bro. Throw the ball. But one of Dak's biggest issues is he don't let the ball go, and he only throws what he sees. I mean, if you wanted to be a total dick, you could say the slant was open too. Because look at the slant at the top. The slant was probably more open than Jarwin, but I just want to see the tight end get some love. But I mean, look at the backside. Look at the backside. The tight end, the slant. Whoever's running that slant is wide open too. Right now, slant's wide open too. But hey, I mean, I ain't gonna say the slant was open because the slant really didn't come open until after the hold and after the call. But you know, I know for a fact that tight end was wide open. Tony said, Catherine says it's important, though, that they were talking about it once again. Make us laugh. What's up with you, Chris? Rob, Zeke, and Dak running the ball. We already know it. Darnell says Kellen Moore needs to be fired. Dak needs a better quarterback coach. Man, I'm going to be honest with you, man. A quarterback coach can only do so much. Like, y'all be thinking that the quarterback coach is just gonna change the whole way he... Like, a quarterback coach can only do so much. If you haven't learned how to do this and you done made it through the college, high school, and like, come on, bruh. Like, what is a quarterback coach really gonna do? Like, what is he really gonna do? Like, most of the time when these guys are practicing, they're in team workout. They're not in individual workouts. They don't really do individual workouts into the off season. So if you want to get them, a quarterback coach, like, come on. Like a quarterback, I mean, a quarterback coach is gonna enhance what you already have. But if you don't know how to do those things, then what is he really going to do? Like, what is he really going to do? Like, you already done made it into the NFL. Now you're going to put all this onus on someone to change you and to make you better? Like, come on. Like, I don't think a quarterback coach can really fix this. I think they need to get a technician. Like that guy, Mr. Paul Winfield, they call him the quarterback whisperer. That guy. They need to go get that guy. Because they need to totally change his mechanics. Like, we don't need to enhance on what he has because he does not have it. He don't have it like that. Because look, if you think about it, look at Dak Prescott. Look at his head, man. Look where he turns the ball. I want to get off this subject, man, but I want to get off. I'm going to get off the subject, man. Let's talk about what y'all talking about in the comments. He says... Tony says he didn't want to throw a interception like in versus TV, just run Zeke. Honestly, it's not about him wanting to throw an interception. That's not his job. Dak Prescott's job is not to want to throw an interception. Dak Prescott's job is to throw the route. That's his job. And to be honest with you, if he is afraid to throw an interception, then you shouldn't be a quarterback, man. Like, your defense, as of right now, has held this team to literally, outside of the fake push-off, to 3 points. And think about this. He didn't want to throw the interception, so he fumbles. You can't be like, oh, one's worse than the other. And then think about this. Dak Prescott right now has 11 fumbles on the season. Bruh, I don't want you going down with the ball. Like, right now, I need Dak to either throw it to an interception or throw the ball to the receiver or throw it away. Throw it away, because every time Dak goes down, my heart stops. Why? Because I'm thinking, how in the heck is he going to get back up with the ball? 11 fumbles. How many games have we played this year? 12? So you're telling me he has fumbled in every game except for one? Wow. Okay. TJ says, all he can do is be the eye in the sky and show Dak where you went wrong. Great point. Thank you, TC. Thank you, TC. Great point. Great point. Like, I think, I know there's a definition. It's like teachers. Like, it is not a teacher's job to teach your kid how to be nice, courteous, and respectful. No, that's your job as a parent. Like, that's your job. A teacher's job is only to enhance on what you're already teaching them at home. That's your job. Like, you send your kid to school, 4 years old, don't know how to do his letters, alphabets, none of that. You were supposed to set that foundation. Who set the foundation with Dak Prescott? I don't think it ever happened. And the reason why I don't believe it ever happened is, think about this. Dak Prescott said with his own words, when I was in high school, I was a backup. Person got hurt, I took his job. When I was in college, there was another guy, I forget his name. He got hurt. I came in, took his job. Guess what? When Romo came in, he got hurt. I took his job. So basically what you're saying is, every time that someone evaluated Dak Prescott, they evaluated him as a backup quarterback. And circumstances put him in the starting position. There has yet to be a time where Dak Prescott started on an even field and won a starting position. There hasn't been. Has not been. Whether I've been high school, college, or the NFL. So think about this. When you were the last person, when you're the backup guy going as a starter, they're not trying to fix your mechanics. Why? Because they're assuming the starter's going to come back at some point. They're trying to get by. And I think, honestly, that's just been the mentality with Dak Prescott a lot of times, is people are just trying to get by. Coaches, Mississippi State, they weren't trying to improve him. They were just trying to get through. Dallas Cowboys, we can't do that. Look at my car. We can't do that. We need to improve. He has to improve on his mechanics. And I'm going to be honest with you, this is a Jerry Jones problem. You don't know why? I'm going to tell you why this is a Jerry Jones problem. And this is a Jerry Jones problem. You want to know why? Because Jerry Jones is the one who said you were going to extend him. So if you said you were going to extend him, it is your job to fix it. This is your job to fix this, Jerry Jones. This is your job. This is your job. You decided to make him the starter over Tony Romo. You decided to do all these different things. You decided. So guess what, Jerry Jones? You need to spend your money to fix him. Point blank and simple. Because honestly, Dak just doing what Dak do. Like, I don't see, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see him willy-nilly out there just, like, I physically know that Dak is doing his best and trying his hardest. So when you see that as a parent, what do you do? What do you do when you see your kid consistently failing, but you know they're earnestly trying? What do you do as a parent? You step in. That's when the parent steps in. That's when the parent says, you know what, maybe we need to go down to the school and have a parent-teacher conference. Maybe I need to go call Learning Potential and see if they got a tutor that my daughter can use for this Muhammad course so it won't be whooping her butt and mine. But guess who's paying for it now? Daddy is. I'm paying for it now. I'm paying for it. Why? If I want because the school is only responsible for so much. All right, baby. Hey, I can still get a kiss, though. I can't get no kiss? Hey, you mean, girl. Yeah, you mean. They know what's up. But, yeah. It is the responsibility of the parent, because the teacher is only required to teach from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. But he's a quarterback 24 hours. So this is what I'm saying. The Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, you need to spend that money. If you're going to pay him, you need to spend the money to fix him. Period. If you feel comfortable enough with paying him, you need to fix him. You can kiss. All right, love you, baby. So that's what you guys need. That's what Jerry Jones needs to do. All right. What's up with you? Kerry says he doesn't always win. But he wins. Yeah, but that is not any way that you are going to it's like a lotto ticket. It's like someone who won the lottery saying that I'm just gonna chance the lottery and see if it continues to win. Because you gotta kind of say it like this: as people get older, they typically don't get faster and stronger. The only person that I've ever seen get faster or stronger as they got older, let me see, who got faster and stronger as they got older? Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire. Those are the only guys I know who get bigger and stronger and faster as they get older. That's just not how it typically works. You know what I'm saying? Usually as you get older, you can't drink milk as much and you're not as fast as you used to be. You're not as athletic. You got to use more technique to continue to do what you're doing. Come on, T. T.O. is an alien, though. T.O. is a certified alien. Like, we all know T.O. is not from Earth. He is not from Earth. You know what I'm saying? So, T.O., what did he say? He said, no, Terrell Owens. Yeah, hey, Terrell is one of them dudes, too, man. Terrell is one of them dudes, too. Hey, Richie say the Cowboys suck while he's watching a Cowboy show. So, if we suck, that means you suck right along with us. You know what I'm saying? What does that say about you? Everybody, say hi to Richie. Got an undercover Cowboy fan in the house. What's up, man? He is. I try to. Oh, snaps! Richie's a Saints fan. Richie's a Saints fan. Hey, Richie, that's your team right there, bro. That's your team. Hey, can everybody say hi, Richie? He don't have nowhere to watch his. You know, the Saints. They don't have a Saints scouting, so he got to come over here and get what he need. You know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody say good morning, Richie. Good morning. Hey, you know what, Richie? I salute you, man, because it was about 15 Saints fans that said they was gonna meet me on Friday morning to tell me, to tell me I was stupid and I didn't know what. In my Takashi voice, you stupid, you dummy. they was gonna hit me with the Takashi, you stupid. But for whatever reason, what happened? I don't know. What happened? All the Saints fans. I guess they had something else. I guess they had prior arrangements that Friday or something. But I was for sure here, though. I just want to let y'all know I was here. You know what I'm saying? I had my clock on. I know some of y'all be on CP time. You know, West Coast, I was supposed to start at 9. We didn't get to start until 10 today. So you know how time and work out. But I could have sworn I told them Saints to meet me back Pacific Standard Time. Maybe that's what it is. That's what it is. I didn't say Pacific Standard Time. It's not the Saints' fault, y'all. They did come. They just showed up at the wrong time. I gotta be better with that. All right. Before we get up out of here, man, D-Law said a bunch of stuff, man. D-Law said a bunch of stuff, and I'm gonna let y'all hear his interview because I think D-Law's interview is just amazing. It just kind of brings that fire of the defense, and I just want y'all to just hear his interview, man, of what D-Law had to say about this game, man. Hello? Oh, man. Oh, my bad. Sorry about that.
You got to step on their
toes,
like
there you go.
And don't let them back up, and which we did today. And we had.
Hey, let's start this thing over.
It is what it is.
There you go.
The battle is won. So we got to move on to the next one.
You feel like you did what you needed to? What made you so confident going into this group? I mean, nobody had slowed them down like you guys did tonight going into this game.
Okay, but nobody ain't us. I got confidence in my guys. I got confidence in myself. And that's all we need.
So you believe that they had not faced a team this good on defense? It was the main thing.
No.
DeMarcus, how much of what you said earlier this week was you trying to lead this group into a situation?
How much was I said earlier this week was twisted by you guys and tried to make it into something it wasn't? I mean, it's football, you know. If you capitalize on a team early, you got to step on their throats, like I said, and don't let them back up, and which we did today. And we held them to 10 points. So I'm excited for all my guys. You know, I'm glad that we had this battle to see what a real championship team looks like, and we got to move forward and go on to the next one.
You call this the best defensive performance all year long?
It's too close to. It's really, I can't predict the future. I don't know what's next to come. So I'm not going to call it the best yet. I really don't think that was our final form. We still got to get better.
But would you say you're on an up uptick, though, that you're getting better and better.
Oh, absolutely. The offense is clicking, and defense is playing hell of defense right now, so we just got to keep everything going.
Marcus, what did the defense prove tonight in these 6 interceptions in the last, 4 games? Y'all are getting the turnovers. How is it working?
That we got decent hands. I mean, we still need more. And the game ain't going to change. The most teams with, the most turnovers, the most first downs, the most touchdowns, it's still the same formulas every week. So, once we stay on our formula and keep doing what we're doing, we'll be okay.
What'd you do
About that 4th and goal from the 1, that goal line stance, what happened there?
We won. That's it. I mean, in that situation, goal line, that's what it's all about, bully ball. You know what I'm saying? The big dogs come in and, you fight for that 1 inch. We won that 1 inch.
What is this a statement win for you guys, just for the rest of the year?
That's why I say the battle is won, but
All right, what's up with you guys? So we back in the halves. We back up in here. Y'all saw D-Law. Hey, D-Law kind of doggish, right? D-Law is like all up in your face and aggressive. I like that, man. I like that, man. I like that. Hey, Richie. Hey, we ain't gonna talk too much to Richie no more because Richie is in denial right now. Because Richie probably just been a fan here recently, so he didn't understand that when one team has 10 points and the other team has 13, you still lost, bruh. And what's even more amazing about the Cowboys versus Saints win is the fact that you guys are the highest scoring offense in the NFL, and Drew Brees has never in his NFL career gone 0-5 on 5 straight drives. Never. But he did against the Dallas Cowboys. Drew Brees has never in his life ever went 1-4 on 3rd downs, but he did in the first half against the Dallas Cowboys. It's just so much stuff, man. Just so much different little things, man. But we're not gonna let you get all the love because there's another team you need to go focus on. Your own team, y'all gotta play. But yo, back to what we was talking about, man. We ain't talking about no salty fans, man. Shout out to everybody that's on the feed right now. I saw my uncle on here from Star Status, one of the premier clubs in Southern California and all the world, Craig. Shout out to them. They show me so much love, man. Shout out to Star Status, man. Had their 5th year anniversary this year, man. If you guys are in Southern California or in the Dallas or Las Vegas or Ohio area and you were looking for a club to join, man, you need to hit up Star Status. It's the club that I'm in. It's my home club, man. I appreciate them and love them for everything and all the support they do. So make sure if you were in the Los Angeles area, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're in LA and you're watching California Cowboy games, I call them California games, because when you go to a Star Status event, you wouldn't even think that the Dallas Cowboys played in Dallas because there'd be so many Cowboy fans. I promise you, there's only one place in the world where there are more Cowboy fans, and that's in California. And I put that on my life. There's more Cowboy. There ain't as many in Dallas, but I'm gonna promise you like there's a lot of Cowboy fans in California. And Star Status, man, they host a lot of them. So shout out to there this week. This week is, hey, Unc, I got my Unc in the comment box. Uncle Kev, please put some information in the comment box on where they can find you this week for the Philadelphia Eagles game. I'll be at the game, so I won't be attending. My next Star Status event will be the Colts game, so if you want to come out and do that one, but please make sure my uncle, he'll put the information in the comment box and let you guys know. But yo, man, that's pretty much all I got this morning. That's pretty much all I got for this morning. You know what I'm saying? It's rivalry week, man. I don't want nobody feeling any type of way, man. You should be still riding that high, but at the same time, man, it's time to refocus, man. It's time to refocus. I'm going to give you a real neato fact. I need to put this on a freaking shirt for somebody else to do it, and then I'll be mad when I see it on somebody else. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Ezekiel Elliott has never lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. Never did it. He'll never be doing it. What's up with your Ben Cook? Hey, I got some OGs on here, man. I got OG Ben Cook from the Barachos. What's up with you? Hey, I say I'm one of the most traveled fans, but I will admit, there are a few people that travel to more games than me. And the Barachos, they are definitely, my OG Ben Cook, I be watching games and I be like, there's no way he went to that game. There's no way. And then I'll go to his Facebook page and I'm like, oh my God, are you freaking kidding me? He went to the Seattle game? Who goes to the Seattle game that's not in Seattle? Ben Cook does. That's amazing. Who goes to the Giants game in the snow? That means nothing. Ben Cook does. I'm like, what? Hey, man, salute to them, man. Salute to them out there. Hey, and I got a Chris Payne, my boy Chris Payne from, they call him Starboy. Chris, they're having that hard hitters are having a toy drive, so make sure you guys get in there and support that too. And lastly, before I get up out of here, remember, if you guys are going to be in Dallas this week, Stash Man, put the information in my comment box, please, brother. Put the Stash Man, put the information in the comments, please. This Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Lava Cantina, we will be burying the Eagles season. West Coast Cowboy will be live in the building. So if you want to come out, make sure you come out. Lava Cantina, we're going to have a bunch of players there. So as soon as I get the information on who's going to be there, I promise you I'll let you know. Stash Man, put the information for Lava Cantina in the comment box. Not YouTube. We got YouTube. But put the information for Lava Cantina in the comment box for me, please, brother. I'm going to stay on for about a couple more minutes just so you can get it in there. Antonio says, hey, bro, what's up? What's up with you, man? What's up with you, Daniel? What's up with you, Daniel, over there? What's up with you, Jacob? Hey, remember, go over to the YouTube. I got 50 people on here. If you want this hat, Dallas Cowboy Scouting, we're the only page that gives away free Dallas Cowboy we give them memorabilia. If you a scout, last week we gave one of my scouts away an autographed Allen Hurns and Michael Gallup helmet. So shout out to the scouts, man. If you want to become a scout, all you got to do is go over to Patreon, type in the DC Scouting, and you'll find I'll be standing there right there with Dak Prescott. Or you can simply just hit the Shop Now button. Remember, it only costs $4 a month or $1 a week to become a scout. Help the cause, help grow the nation. Also, all my scouts already know you guys get entered in secret raffles. Like last week, I did a secret raffle where I autographed an autograph Michael. It was Michael Gallup and Allen Hurns mini helmet. And my scout Kerry, my scout that wears his hats like this, he won that. So if you want to be a part of those great things, and most importantly, help grow the nation, man, or help grow Dallas Cowboy Scouting, please make sure you go over to Patreon and pick the tier that meets your Dallas Cowboy life. Hey, shout out to everybody that's on the feed. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to all the clubs that support me. Star Status. Shout out to SFDC. Shout out to Hard Hitters. I'm Mr. 311. Hey, shout out to all those people. Jacob, I got you. I'm going to check my inbox as soon as I finish. Shout out to everybody that holds me down and show love. Shout out to everybody who buys jerseys. Remember, we got jerseys on the page. They're 65 for one. And I'll let you guys know the rest of the price. I got 6X through 8X. Those prices. Also, I'll have those up too. But make sure you guys, or if you're in Dallas, if you're coming to Philadelphia, if you're coming to Dallas for the Philly game, make sure you guys come out to Lava Cantina this Saturday and watch as we bury the Eagles season. Hey, you already know what it is, man. Can I get a favor, man? Can y'all please do me a favor? Please, 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 please. I would never beg. I will never beg for nothing except for, please. Throw my slogan in the comment box, man, if you know it. You already know what it is, man. I'm West Coast Cowboy. Never look down. Hey, actually, I want to add this because I like this. I like this. My pastor always says this, and I'm going to borrow this. My pastor tells me this. If you know more about football than West Coast, then guess what? If you know more about football than West Coast, then guess what? Dallas Cowboys Scouting needs you. And guess what? If I know more about football than you, you need me. Either way, we need each other. Never look down because the stars up. Peace.